Dude, this feels like toddler's play. Okay, so you can see he's the third man playing. This is when it's okay to push up. Jane Apps is late. Knight now has a free possession onto it in this case. Now, when is it not okay to push up? Well, first of all, if Com is going to easily land a 50 onto him, then we don't push up. We would play square to Oath. That's what we would do. But because Knight has possession and is going to look to beat Com, you can go forward. If he is not looking to beat Com, right? So A is if. God damn, can you write? If first is beating. Can you guys see? This is Noli. He's the first, and this is R1. R1 is against their two. Okay, so first of all, what should happen to make this even is Knight technically should not even be on this ball. So that would make the position even because then Com and Oath could Arnold Schwarzenegger handshake. Now they're going to play a mini 1v1. Okay, that should be what happens. But this is now what I've referred to in my Professionals Guys Rotations video that I still haven't come out with, but I've been writing the script for it just a little bit here in the time, from time to time. This is a disposition because their one R1 is up against their two. Can everyone remember that for me? This is
Yep.
huge. This is going to help you everybody in terms of how you're going to be able to when to push midfield and when to support. Okay, this is going to answer all your questions right here. Okay, so if our one has possession, it is going to beat their two. I want you as your third to push up. Just chill in the midfield. Be right here. If their two is going to look to clear it into our guy, you need to play this way because it could pop mid. And then what happens? Here's a clip with me and Zodiac. Okay, there was a clip with me and Zodiac where basically the ball just like pinched off here. Zodiac went up the wall. He was exactly in O's position. We were on Neo Tokyo, and we were actually on this side, but it doesn't really matter. It's the same shit. It's symmetry, so it doesn't matter. Ball pinched. We had a shot on net. I said, "Don't worry, I got you. That's what I'm here for." And he's like, "I felt like I was wrong." I'm like, "Not at all. You did everything right there." So that's what we're looking for, right? Because if that's to say if the second man is going to take this ball and they're going to play a mini handshake. Because what happens? We're playing a defensive first man. Knight's not on this. Knight's not on this. Let's just ignore him right now. Com goes and takes it. He's a defensive first man. What does a defensive first man mean? It means that we're basically forcing a flick. Jonk, I stole that from you. You actually helped me. Much love. I
Fuck
stole
yeah.
this. I stole this from you. Defensive first man. Defensive and offensive first man really kind of helped me out. I kind of go, okay. Well, that
Yeah,
helps me explain it a
it's
little
all
bit
about
better.
perspective, man.
Yeah.
All it takes is one other person.
Yep. It takes two defenders to beat one attacker. So he's
Pretty
going to
banger.
force. Yep. He's going to force, and then you're going to receive. Look to receive. You're going to play it into the corner, and then look to play out very nicely. If they try to early tackle you, it doesn't do anything because you're going to trade the 50 with their second, which is partly why Knight pushing up in the second man position where Jane Apps was able to land that corner thing is, first of all, kind of troll because even if you handshake a 50 into the corner and you trade that, it doesn't do anything. All you do is just eat each other's momentum. You slow down the play, but nothing happens. So it's like, is it really worth it? No, not really. You want to play where your strengths are, and where your strengths are is where your team is. Two defenders. In that case, because you had a 1-3 coming out, and you didn't have a third man in the backfield quite rotated yet, it didn't make sense for Knight because I think Adam was all the way back. It didn't make sense. There was a disconnect at that point because where now he lands the force, nobody's there to receive it on the force. Okay, so that was what happened earlier. It's the same concept that's going on right here. So if you have a 1 with possession looking to beat their 2, that is a mega disposition. First of all, if you can land a 1 and land a tackle under their 2, that's a win of space. If their 1 can outright beat their 2, that now they have to land their 3 out, now what does this open up? Well, Jane Apps has got to clear it. Oath pops it here. Noli has to defend midfield from his back foot. Front post, back post open. Or if Knight lands close, you can now look for 1-2 play. So they go like this. Oath hits it here, and instead of going for shot and Noli's backwards, he can just play it to Knight. Or play the shot, depending on Jane Apps' position and where he lands. Even though I'm circling Com here, I mean Jane Apps is going to be here. So let me draw it on the draw board because I'm like, if somebody is confused, please speak up. This is a lot. So let's just say
Oh,
it's
makes
here.
sense.
Yeah, it's just a disposition. It's a numbers game. Does 1 beat him? Right? Even. Let's just assume it's all even. Even trade. Even trade. Even trade. Well, now let's assume even trades, where now the 1 is landing against their 2. Oh, well, can be recoverable. Noli's going to rotate out. JNAPS has to clear this. He has no other option. Second man now leaves this open, and now we can look for a midfield play. Noli has to defend. Now, the slot that you have to do when you're second man. So you could land for shot. You could also, what you're really trying to do is when you're second man, you're trying to exploit the space behind the defender, wherever he is. So if he's playing really, really tight, obviously you would go something like this, because the space is marked here. If he's playing something really wide, well, then to cut in a little bit and gauge front post. That would be kind of the obvious answer, right? That's what you're trying to do, and from there, it's a chess game. Is it recoverable for defense? Yes, but they get to land really, really nice shots going back and forth now. Knight just outright beats Calm and just lands a dump feet. I mean, that's just a free at that point.